Hi everyone, welcome back to Ski Week. This is episode 2. We are going to talk about ski length and how to pick the right length for yourself. I know for myself this is a very, and a lot of people actually, it can be quite confusing because you can have two different skis that are completely different lengths. So what we're going to do actually is I'm going to pretend that I'm the customer and Ian's going to help me select the right length of ski. Okay? Okay, Ian, I am wanting a new pair of skis and I have no idea what length I should get.
Okay, when we go to sell a pair of skis, the first thing we do is find out how well you ski. Okay, how well do you ski? I happen to know you, so you ski
I
very
don't
well.
brag. No, I'm just joking.
You're a very smooth skier. You're very pretty skier. I know you've had a knee problem.
Yes.
So are you not going to be skiing bumps that much, probably?
No.
Okay.
For myself, I quite enjoy the groomers, and I like a nice big, wide turn. But I also love powder, and with my knee injury, I know it's hard for me to turn tight in the trees.
Okay, so that gives me a really good starting place to find you a pair of skis.
Okay.
You're fairly tall. We may even end up on a men's ski for you because Heather's 5'10", and we're going to find her a ski that's sort of a combination ski. So in width, if we went to something like this, it's a full carbon ski, and it is about 76 underfoot, which is narrow. Be great on the groomers on those days when you have the perfect corduroy and you want to rip, you would have a blast. And that would be the length, 170 centimeters, roughly her nose. World Cup racers ski on skis and slalom at 165 centimeters. The big boys are on skis this size. So take that with a grain of salt. They're very specialized. We want a little bit more versatility. So that would be the size for the groomers.
So if I go longer, what would happen?
What would happen is the ski turns into more GS, and if you don't have the body weight to flex the camber and get the push on the ski, it turns into a bit of a boingy, boingy, boingy type ski instead of getting the pop and the power out of the ski.
Oh, okay.
And it gets very uncontrollable and not a lot of fun.
Okay.
Because you're going to have more than one pair of skis, you could have this and your fat skis. Now, if we're going for a fat ski for you, I would probably go to something in this range. They're still in plastic. We sold a pair yesterday, but that's okay. This is a 180. Okay, it's 98 underfoot. I happen to have a senior ski on these skis, and this is probably one of the perfect matches that I've ever seen. Heather skis really well on this ski. You can still carve it. Has beautiful on the turns. It's got a big front rocker, so it hits the soft pillows. This is an ideal whitewater ski for Heather.
So this is quite a bit different, the two length options in these. And I guess the big one that's really obvious is the amount of rocker on this.
And the width underfoot.
Yeah. And
so more float, more carve.
But this is going to ski shorter because of the rocker.
Because of the rocker, yeah. They're going to ski about the same length. They're going to feel the same radius of turn.
Okay, awesome.
Okay. Now, if you were going to go heli skiing and cat skiing, and in deep, deep snow, we'd probably move you up to something like that in length.
Oh, wow.
Okay? Still a big front rocker, but the deep snow, you want to be able to get up on top and not go too deep in. Your feet will want to stay at the same depth. And we probably even go, this is 96 underfoot, we'd probably go to the one wider, like 106 to 108 underfoot to get you the better flow.
Okay.
So 3 very different lengths in skis, all covering the same person.
So I guess there's not really one specific answer. It completely depends on a range of different features, where I want to ski, weight, the rocker. There's so many different components. So hopefully that's answered some questions there about that.
The one thing I'll add to this is Heather and I are in the fortunate position where we ski on a lot of skis. Okay, most people ski on 4 or 5 pairs every 2-3 years. I've probably skied on over 1,000 pairs of skis, at least 40 pairs a year, for 40 years. So I can find the sweet spot and get a feel on the ski and help you give a rendition. Heather is following close behind. She's going to pass me in numbers, in the number of skis she's skied on, and that gives us a better balance point of finding skis for you. That's why you come to a specialty shop.
Perfect. Thanks for tuning in to episode 2. I want to thank Ian. You've helped me narrow down my ski selection here. I know it's still a little bit confusing to understand the different lengths that can be available to oneself. Ian,
Yeah, technology's really changed the lengths. Some of the older skiers were fixed on really long skis. Technology has brought them down. You can think of them as high-end sports cars now. They're a little bit smaller, compact, and still do the job with a lot more fun. I quite often end up picking a ski too long. I can do everything on it, but I want to take the slightly shorter one. I have just as much fun. I'm not as tired at the end of the day. Those are all things that you come in and discuss with us, and we work really hard to match you to the right equipment.
Yeah, perfect. So hopefully you guys took some information out of these videos. If you do have some questions, post them in the comments below. We will be pulling some of the questions out and answering them on Friday. Stay tuned for our next video. It'll be on ski selection on the different and snow conditions.